In a quiet corner of a bustling city, a young woman named Clara lived a simple life. Her days were a familiar rhythm of work, errands, and quiet evenings at home. But this ordinary routine was about to be touched by an extraordinary friendship. It all started one rainy afternoon. As Clara rushed home, sheltering under her umbrella, she saw him, a scruffy, golden-haired dog, huddled under an awning, shivering and soaked. His eyes, full of a deep sadness, met hers for just a moment. Clara's heart ached. Without a second thought, she ducked into a nearby convenience store, bought a can of dog food and a bowl, and carefully placed it near the frightened animal. She kept a safe distance, whispering softly, "It's okay, little guy. This is for you." The dog watched her, wary, until she was gone. The next day, the bowl was empty. From that day forward, it became their ritual. Every morning on her way to work, and every evening on her way home, Clara would leave a bowl of food and fresh water in the same spot. She learned his habits. He would never approach when she was there, always waiting until she was a safe distance away before cautiously emerging to eat. She started calling him Sonny because his fur, even when matted and dirty, reminded her of a ray of sunshine on a cloudy day. She'd talk to him from afar, telling him about her day, humming little tunes. "Had a tough day at work, Sonny," she'd say with a sigh, "but seeing you makes it better." He'd just watch, his tail giving a slight, almost imperceptible wag. Weeks turned into months. The bond between them, though silent and distant, grew stronger. Sonny's appearance began to change. His coat looked healthier, and he no longer had the gaunt, starved look he'd had when they first met. There was a new light in his eyes, one of trust. One crisp autumn morning, something was different. As Clara approached their usual spot, she saw Sonny wasn't hiding. He was sitting right beside the empty food bowl, waiting, and he wasn't alone. Curled up beside him, nestled into his warm fur, was a tiny, trembling kitten. It was no bigger than her hand, with wide, fearful blue eyes. Clara stopped in her tracks, completely stunned. Sonny looked at her, then down at the kitten, and then back at her, letting out a soft whine. It was as if he was introducing his new friend, pleading with her. He had brought her a gifter, tiny life that needed help, just as he once had. He was sharing the kindness he had been shown. Carefully, Clara knelt down. For the first time, Sonny didn't back away. He stayed put, nudging the little kitten gently with his nose, reassuring it. Clara's eyes welled with tears. This stray dog, who had every reason to be selfish and protective of his only food source, was instead choosing compassion. He was showing her that he had learned the lesson of kindness she had been teaching him all along. With a heart full of emotion, Clara scooped up the tiny kitten, wrapping it in her scarf. Then she looked at Sonny. "Come on, boy," she whispered, her voice thick with emotion. "It's time for both of you to come home." To her absolute astonishment, Sonny stood up and followed her. The journey to her apartment was a spectacle. A woman carrying a tiny kitten, followed closely by a scruffy golden dog who had never before let her get close. When they got inside, it was as if Sunny knew he was finally safe. He explored the small apartment cautiously, his tail giving slow, happy wags. He and the kitten, whom Clara named Luna, were inseparable from that moment on. Sunny became Luna's protector, her warm bed, and her best friend. The three of them became a family. Clara's quiet apartment was suddenly filled with the pitter-patter of paws, soft purrs, and the happy sighs of a contented dog. The change in Sunny was remarkable. With regular baths and proper care, his golden coat gleamed. The sadness in his eyes was replaced with pure, unadulterated joy. He loved chasing balls in the park, getting belly rubs, and, most of all, snuggling on the couch with Clara and Luna. He was no longer just a stray she fed, he was her loyal companion, her shadow. He had not only found a home but had also saved another life in the process, bringing even more love into Clara's world than she could have ever imagined. Their story became a local legend, a beautiful reminder that kindness is a circle. It always comes back, sometimes in the most unexpected and wonderful ways. Clara thought she was just feeding a stray dog, but in reality, she was nurturing a hero. And in return, Sunny didn't just bring her a kitten. He brought her a family, a home filled with laughter, and a heart overflowing with love. This beautiful tale of Sunny and Clara reminds us all of the profound impact a simple act of kindness can have. It ripples outwards, touching lives in ways we can't even predict. It shows us that compassion isn't just a human trait. It lives in the hearts of animals, too. Sunny's story is a testament to the resilience of the spirit and the transformative power of love. He went from being a lonely, forgotten stray to a hero and a cherished family member, all because one person chose to care. It encourages us to look around, to notice the Sunnies in our own communities. A small gesture, a bowl of food, a kind word, a moment of attention can be the beginning of an incredible journey. It can change a life, and in the process, it might just change yours, too. What started as a simple ritual on a rainy day blossomed into a story of hope, friendship, and the beautiful, unbreakable bond between humans and animals. Clara set out to save a dog, but in the end, they truly saved each other. Thank you so much for watching and sharing this heartwarming moment with us. If this story touched your heart, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more inspiring content just like this. We love sharing stories that highlight the good in the world, and your support helps us continue to do so. Hit that notification bell so you never miss an update. We'd also love to hear from you in the comments below. Have you ever had a special connection with a stray animal? Share your story with our community. Until next time, remember to be the reason someone or some animal believes in the goodness of people. Stay kind, and we'll see you in the next video.